They're actually on a sale right now. You guys can get these for 13% off. Originally $23. You can get it for $20 right now. So that's great. Now I don't know how long this sale is gonna last. It could only be just for this live stream, but you guys don't want to miss out. But I'm gonna sit here for about a minute. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go run and grab some water really quickly, and let me know if you guys have any questions really quick. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the next ones now.
Don't buy it from me. I want you to understand, be very careful about the source and what you get it from. And if it says it's Irish sea moss and it doesn't have these colors in it, it is not Irish sea moss.
Right.
Doesn't mean that it's not a sea vegetable. Doesn't mean that it's not a sea moss, but it's not Irish sea moss. And just to give you a little bit of background on why it's called Irish sea moss is there was a famine in Ireland.
Listen to this, Golf.
Where
turned up.
In terms of food was essentially being destroyed by the famine.
I often joke that I'm retired.
Not another advertisement. Hold up. I want you guys to hear this. So there's a famine about, Irish sea moss and then the regular sea moss.
And during this famine, the only reason why much of Ireland was able to survive was because they were able to eat the Irish sea moss, which was in the ocean and not on the land, so it wasn't part of the famine. So the Irish sea moss literally saved a huge portion of the population in Ireland, which again is why I actually get my sea moss directly from Ireland. The people that I get it from have been harvesting sea moss for over 100 years, and they actually get the sea moss by using free divers, people who actually free dive into the water and sustainably remove the sea moss from the coral, because what you don't want to do is destroy the coral, because when you destroy the coral, you destroy the life in the sea as well too, and the sea moss won't grow at that point. So hugely important where...
Boom. You guys hear that? Now, I know none of us are probably some coral divers or anything like that, but what he was saying is that there are people in Ireland pretty much that he buys his sea moss from. I don't really know exactly where our sea moss is coming from, but he buys his straight from Ireland. And then from there, there's like little divers that dive into the water, and then they go and they cut the actual sea moss off the actual coral. But the thing is, they are not cutting the actual coral reef itself, because in doing so will pretty much die off all the actual corals, and then no more sea moss. And then no more sea moss, I mean, there's no more product. So yeah, so there's like pretty much like a little abundant supply of actual corals to produce a sea moss. So it's just a constant little thing right there. But they also were saying there was a famine that came through and people survived off of just sea moss. Like, do you guys hear that? Like, they literally survived off of sea moss. There was a the famine, like, it came through and I guess swept, and like people couldn't come on the island and stuff. But having the actual sea moss in the ocean was like a winning savior for them. It was crazy for them. But that's super crazy here that they survive off just sea moss.
You source your sea moss, okay? If it was not for them being that sort of sacred with their process, and I would not buy it from them. And the other thing that I love about buying from them and being an exclusive buyer from them is that when they run out, they run out. They don't grow it in a pool. They don't grow it in the ocean. They tell me we're out of stock. We have no more. That's how nature is supposed to be. When the season is over, the season is over. All right, so cool. Let's get into some of these benefits. Number one, it is a superfood.
Superfood, yep.
Food, a superfood.
Natural superfood, y'all.
Because it's loaded with calcium.